Good morning, friends. My greenhouse is looking nice. My stuff is starting to come up. That's my kale, where you see the nice green coming up. I've got my beautiful scarlet kale coming up. The little girls' flowers are coming up. My flowers over here, you can see a little bit of green there. My marigolds are coming up. These down here, I just planted a few days ago, but they germinate fast. They'll be ready to plant in June. All my other stuff is coming up, and it's just loaded. Look at that. Beautiful. All my cucumbers and my squash. And these, you'll see, I got 3 nice buckets. I got that one to finish. But I bought some herbs from my friend, and I planted them in these beautiful little containers that I got at Dollar General for about $3. I did culinary buckets, planters, for Mother's Day. So my mother, my daughter, and my daughter-in-law Lexi will all get one for Mother's Day. And it's going to be from all the little girls. And they helped me plant them too, and they had fun. But they're really pretty. I did have some basil in there, but for some reason it died out. I think maybe it got too cold before I turned the heater on. So all I need to do is go back to my friend and grab a little bunch of basil, and then I can plant that in there, and it'll be doing good. It'll be wonderful. They'll love it. But I've got stuff everywhere because everything's starting to come up. It's looking wonderful. That down there is broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. And then I got my box of flats and inserts that I could afford. I got those ones in, so that will help. And all my dirt there. My tomatoes, I don't know what's wrong. They just don't want to come up. It's going on day 10. And I probably shouldn't worry too much because it's been chilly, except for the last, maybe 4 days. It's been nice and warm in here. But they've been in the ground or in the planters now for 10 days, and they can take up to 12 days to germinate. So if after 12 days, I'm afraid I might lose them. And those are some of my beautiful heirloom ones. But anyway, I'll deal with that when I come to it. Unfortunately, if I do lose them, I will be buying tomato plants. But that's all right, because I've got so much everything else. And I've never had that happen, though. I've never had bad luck with tomatoes. So I'm just hoping and praying that it's just because it was a little chilly in here, and it takes longer when the ground or when the dirt is cooler. So anyway, with that, that's the greenhouse, and that's how much work I've been putting into it. So I've been busy. busy, and nothing makes me happier. I'm telling you, literally, nothing makes my heart warmer than seeing that. Seeing your hard work come to life. It's absolutely amazing. Look at that beautiful scarlet kale. That is rare. So, I am really excited. I am pleased. And my heart is just warmed. So, that's my greenhouse, friends. I'm going to take you out here and show you what I got. I got that free from a farmer. The Mennonite gentleman that lives down the road from me. He loaded up my friend's truck with about 3 big tractor scoops. And he just gave it to me. And it's been sitting there in the pile for about a year, so I can use it. But it's still got a little bit of an ammonia smell to it. However, I looked that up, and it said that it could still have a little bit of an ammonia smell to it. That's the nitrogen in it, and that it will dissipate once it is mixed in with the dirt or tilled into the ground, whatever. So I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use it like I told you before. I'm going to do like a lasagna gardening. I'm going to layer it. I'm going to put the manure on the very bottom layer, and then I'm going to do compost, and then I'm going to do a little topsoil. So it'll be wonderful. I got an old boot to plant. I'm going to put rosemary in them. Anyway, I'm going to show you a couple things that was given to me as well. I think you'll like them. And the chickie babies are doing good. They're back in the coop. See the little bitty wagon? That was given to me. I thought it was so cute. I put just a little bit of that manure in there because I'm going to mix it with just a little bit of potting soil, and I'm going to plant some herbs there for them. I love that little wagon. It's darling. Then I got a couple different pots to plant. But this over here, where this big incredible mess was when we dug everything up, that's all fixed. Whoops, I tripped. That is all fixed. I put the bricks along back there so that I could fill it in a little bit more because it was, you know, high on one end and low on the other. This right here is a great big dented and beat up enamelware pan, and I put a little bit of my manure and my potting soil in there to get it ready to plant. But this has manure in it, compost, and then all I've got to do is put my dirt in there, and that will be all ready to plant. So it's doing good. We've cleaned everything up. My husband mowed everything and picked up as many of the leaves as he could, and that's where the new compost bin is. The leaves are going in there. I have not had any time whatsoever to get to my pond, and I need to do that this week. That right there is what's left of my compost because most of it went in the flower bed behind me. So, and I'm having trouble, friends. I let my chickie babies out, them little darlings. I let them out, and they rush right over here, and they dig in what's left of this compost, and they head right there to the neighbor's bushes. And it's like, oh no, I can't. I'm always and forever chasing them back out of those bushes. So I don't know what's going to happen. They might have to stay in their coop for a while. There's just something in there. They love those bushes. And when she comes back from Florida, she's got a little poodle dog who I don't think will be too happy to have that. To have my chickens in the bushes. But there they are. They're getting big. They're doing wonderful. They're saying, let me out. We want to come out. You let us out every day. But I can't let them out this morning because I'm going to be leaving. My big, fresh pile of manure that's probably 3 weeks old. It's right there. I moved it from my driveway to the back of the greenhouse so it can finish composting back there. Anyway, my husband and I got this brilliant idea the other day when we were talking that we wanted, you know, we were going to use cattle panels, and I still might get 1 or 2 cattle panels for archways. But we got to talking, and we decided quite a few of our little bean trellises we're going to make out of sticks. So him and I went yesterday just to see how this is going to work, and we picked up some sticks. They're about 6 feet long, and they're all, you know, they don't have to be straight because it's natural. But we're going to put it together, and I'll do a video on it. So you know what? If you need to do bean trellises and you're on a budget, by gosh, stay tuned because I'll show you. We will show you how easy it is to do. I gotta fill my bird feeders. They're piggies. They ate everything. Also fixed this up here and planted. All my peas are planted. So these 2 trellises are all peas. And then I have to take and add 2 more sections to the top up there. You'll see where there's room. So that's all done. And that only takes a second to put them up. I have them both. I just got to get them up there. My onions that I planted. These onions are from the grocery store. And look at all the new growth on them. I just planted them. I took them out of the package and put them in the dirt. And look, every one of them have new growth. They're doing wonderful. See? There's new growth. There's new growth. Every one of them have new growth. So, those ones I don't plant to eat, so to speak. I use the greens. I use the tops. I keep harvesting the tops. I give them haircuts. So I got to get more and plant the center part full too. And those are the greens that I use and that I dehydrate. And they're wonderful in soups and stews and casseroles. Everything. My walk-in onions are doing good. I cleaned out that bed, so that's ready to plant. And my chives are going wild. All my beds, everything's ready for planting. So today, you can see it's cloudy. And it's going to start raining about 10 o'clock. So, I'm not going to do anything out here today. The chickie babies are staying in a coop. And I'm going to go up to my mom's. And maybe I can get it on video. You know how she is. She says, get me off that thing. But when I do go up there, I'm going to take these with me. These were given to me from a friend. That one's still got a price tag on it. But these were given to me from a friend of mine. Miss Mo, actually. I can tell you, Miss Mo gave all these to me. And my mom and I are going to paint them and plant them with herbs and sell them when we sell our stuff at the farmer's market. So that'll be kind of neat. And I'm going to do a video on painting them because my mother is the artist. I'm not. You'll laugh at me. I can't paint. I couldn't paint a stick person. I'm just not good at art. Now I can decorate a cake. I can draw on a cake like you wouldn't believe, but I can't draw with pencil and paper, and I can't paint. Go figure. Anyway, so that's going to be my day today. And I gave you a little update on the greenhouse. I am so happy. When I saw all that stuff coming up, it was like, it just made my day. It made me feel so good because you put such hard work into that. Sweat, labor. I'm telling you, you put hard work into your greenhouse and you pour the love in there. And then when they start coming up, it's like all my reward. So it'll even be better when I get them planted and I can, you know, nurture them as they grow and then harvest. How amazing. I love growing stuff. And that greenhouse was the best couple $100 I think I've ever spent in my life. Charlie, how come you won't want to go outside with me no more? You just lay in here. I don't want to go outside. The chickie babies are out there, the birds are out there, your friends are out there, and you just lay in here. You're a good girl. Oh, yes. You like your belly scratched. Aw, you're so pretty. Charlie, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Yeah. Thanks for watching.